I actually can't see that well right now because I have some glasses that are broken, so they won't even stay on my head. But I don't want people's sympathy. I just want people to recognize and realize that if you're going to count on being able to get any type of assistance from an incompetent government, you're probably not going to be able to fulfill your purpose. Because I think in order to be able to elevate your thinking, we need to recognize that there's a lot of power in prayer, more than politicians. And I know that somehow these politicians are able to write checks like $6 trillion, but I don't know where they go. But all I know is that I was told that I was going to be able to get assistance for being able to overcome my problem with vision in order to enhance my ability to make a decision with precision. So right now I do think that there are many different ways to provide circulation, which leads to inspiration, influence, and impact and stimulation, because ultimately motivation and recreation create a synergistic, symbiotic relationship focused on the fact that there are good ships and there are wood ships and ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. And hardships are the pathway to peace, but ultimately when you're able to focus on the solution rather than the problem, then you can help others that haven't been through it before. But the fact that all of our thoughts become words, which become actions, which become habits that lead to our character, which becomes our destiny when we can implement it innovatively and intuitively with charm and charisma. And I realize that I'm not able to do it yet, but I'm working on it, because the only one I'm trying to be better than is myself, because I do believe in collaboration. And as a result, right now I haven't figured out how to use PayPal me with reference to the Edward.Murphy2 at iCloud.com, or any type of Zelle 702-329-2268, or basically Cash App Merry Mermaids, because I know a lot of people don't see what's going on, but when people are using this currency and their hands ain't been cleaned or whatever, it's not really the most prudent thing to be circulating sometimes. But that's why I look at it as basically kind of like a hot potato, because I don't want to get caught and burned with a hot potato. So as soon as I get it, I spend it. And that's, I guess, because I was growing up in an area where perhaps people cared more and shared more, and as a result they feared more, because I think when you're able to give, it enhances the way you live, and the quality of life oftentimes is perceived as being better than the quantity of years that you have, because the duration of the time that you spend on your planet ultimately pales in comparison to the donations you make in time on a volunteer basis that don't get paid to anybody. Because oftentimes it's nice when you can contribute and share because you do care, and people pay that forward, because Right now, there's a lot of people that are old that are basically a lot more valuable than some of the books on the shelves in the library, but people don't talk to them. And that's why I feel like a life well lived may not be appreciated as much as it should, but if you get a chance to enhance somebody's day in a positive way with the words you say, please note that a compliment goes a long way. And I know sometimes I probably ain't as cheerful as I could be, but I think that my attitude of gratitude might be misinterpreted sometimes when I try to address an issue that I think needs a little bit more of a scrutiny in terms of being able to improve the groove to prove that God is great all the time. And as a result, I really do feel like when God made women, he dramatically improved on men. And as a result, I do feel like right now women have won the battle of the sexes. A lot of people think that the biggest battles that a person has are the ones that go on between their minds or their ears, or maybe just people need to recognize and realize that, I truly do believe that I can live without a woman in my life, because I guess I don't need one to survive. But in order to be happy and jolly, I think I need to focus more on pleasing women than making a folly that's going to be a mistake for the rest of my life. So I do want to try to elevate my game and make a few bucks. And, I'm looking for a gig where I don't have to wear a wig like a lot of them people in Congress do, because the opposite of progress is Congress. And as a result, right now, government is the last people we won't count on, because God, country, and family all come ahead of the government. And as a result, these people don't have your best interests in mind. So if you can, focus a little bit more on barter and trade, because when you circulate money, oftentimes it doesn't get invested in honey. And as a result, I ain't trying to be funny, but I ain't paying taxes in 2023, I'll tell you that. And I don't care how much money I make, because taxes are anti-constitutional. And I guess sometimes, in order to be righteous, I do have to pay taxes when I buy something. But I'm trying to be able to get more into the barter and trade situation. But I do have to eat, and I know right now it's the winter, so I want to volunteer because I care. So if there's any women out there that need a handyman or a candy man, or just somebody that's maybe going to inspire them to focus on the fact that they're way better than me, because I really do feel like when God made women, he dramatically improved on men. And that's why I just want to tip my hat to the ladies. And as a result, I pray that maybe we can unite and focus on empowering enthusiastic, energetic, lovely, lively ladies to lead us to victory in the universe. Focus on the fact that what women really love, that don't rhyme with Venus but begins with P and ends with S, is parades, plans, and plants. So please perceptively pursue proper preparation to prevent piss poor performance. And if you're going to do something, you might as well do it to the best of your ability, and continue to try to improve your groove to prove that focus is what we need to be able to plant the seed for those in need to overcome greed, so we can all succeed. Because money is something that can be used to promote beekeepers who make better lovers, and that way we'll have more honey. We can be funny where it's sunny.